girls, it is Effie here. Today I am 21 weeks and 1 day pregnant. It is March the 5th, yeah, I think, of 2012. And we've had a few stuff happen this week. But first off, I want to give a couple of shout outs. The first one is to Liz, the same Liz as last week. So if you go back to that video, you'll see the link down below. She has her scan today to see how the baby's going, so the very first scan. So I'm wishing her the best of luck with that. And also to another girl, she's not on here on YouTube, I don't think, but she does have a Facebook, so I'll put it down below. And her name is Charlotte, and she will have a scan tomorrow to find out about her baby as well. She's already had a scan around, I think, 5 week, 4 day mark, and she's just having a second scan now, and she hopes to see the heartbeat, and she'll be 7 weeks, 2 days when that gets done. So fingers crossed to both girls. Keep doing your thoughts. So yeah, we'll get on with the video and what I've got to talk about this week. I've had a lot of tingles in my tummy since about Wednesday, and it starts over on the left side, and she moves along. This feels really good. So yeah, so a lot of tingles, and it's either in the morning she does it, or I have her do it around lunchtime, so she's obviously hungry at the same time. So yeah, and yesterday was actually quite weird. Around 8 o'clock last night, I had just made muffins, and I felt a little bit of pain, and instinctively I just put my hand there, and I felt like this little bone, like it was so weird, like no, it probably would have been smaller than the width of that, but I'm like, oh my god, and Mark's like, what? And I go, you've got to feel this, because I quickly feel the other side to see if I feel anything like that, and there was nothing like that on that side. I go, you've got to feel this, and I get to feel it, and he's so squirmish about that kind of stuff, so he's like, oh. But I looked it up, and I've talked to some girls online, and they're saying that it's very possible that it could be her poking, or it's her bones and all that kind of stuff. So actually, I had one woman told me, "Oh, it's not possible. I'm 23 weeks and I felt nothing like that." But everyone else has said that yeah, it's very possible. It could be her poking about, because it was, yeah. I'll show you afterwards when I do my belly shot. It was where it was like. Yeah. It was so cute, and then she went away afterwards. Like I felt for it after, and she had gone. So yeah, that was very exciting. So it could mean that all these little pains that I've had could be her poking, but I haven't noticed it. But I just felt like, I don't know, it was instincts right there and then to just go bang and feel, and oh my god, I could feel, like a bone or something. So it was very good. What else? I did have a few baby buys this week, so I'll do them first before I talk about the OB appointment. I talked last week about this online garage sales that we have here in my area, and from what I see on the internet, it's very common around Australia. So I'm not sure about America and the UK and stuff. Pretty sure there is. Just if you type in online garage sales, Texas or Massachusetts or wherever you live, I'm sure something will come up, or the area you actually live in. Like for me, it's the Campbelltown area and the Liverpool area. So I've got them, and so I get the notifications on Facebook. But someone put up Premi clothing for girls, and I thought, oh, I better get it just in case, because there's a very high chance that she is going to be small. So I thought I'd prepare myself. So yeah, this woman put up brand new stuff. So this is just a 2 pack of onesies. The other side as well. There. So they're 5 zeros. That is the size for premies here. And I think that fits up to 2.8 kilos, which in pounds, I've got no idea what that is. So there's no use asking me that. I've got no idea. So yeah, and then there was this onesie as well. So yeah, that cost me, she only charged me $11 for both of them. So yeah, so I've got that. Just in case, you never know. I mean, in the hospital, it is for the hospital. I mean, once I get home, it'll be different. So and in hospital, you've got them wrapped up in the blankets and everything. So I know July is winter and stuff, but yeah, I'm sure I'll probably get stuff from the baby shower, and there'll be stuff which are really tiny, which I'll take with me just in case. And then I bought some more stuff on the same website. Someone had put up a little pack of 4 zeros in girls, and there were some of it was winter stuff, so I grabbed it. That's what I forgot in the other room. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had washed a couple of the stuff, and the one of the other things I didn't wash because it was brand new, and it would run in the wash if I was to wash it with all the other stuff I washed. So yeah, I had it separate from everything else. But so this bundle cost me $10. They're all in 4 zeros, so newborn size. So we have here a red cardigan with a little hood on it, which I thought was really cute. Then we have a little onesie, 4 zeros. I think this one is as well. Some of them are 3 zeros, I noticed. And this one's been cut off, but it looks like a 4 zero, possibly a 3 zero. Little dress, that's 4 zeros. This dress I fell in love with. So cute, that's 4 zeros. Just a little pair of leggings, then 4 zeros. I have another dress in 4 zeros. It's got a hood on it. I've got a little cardigan, which is in 3 zeros. This is 3 zeros. Just a little singlet, a little pair of shorts, which was 4 zeros, and I don't know where all the socks are, but I think there was 3 or 4 pairs of socks, so I've got some socks there, and just a little beanie. So yeah, so that was all $10. The other one was $11. So yeah, $21 spent on Sophia this week, and my friend also gave me the thermometer when I saw her on Saturday that she bought for Sophia. Like, she asked me what I wanted like a few weeks ago, and I said, oh, this thermometer that I saw a Big W to check the baby's temperature, so she got that for me. So I'm trying to move the computer because I can see that the light like reflected onto my face. So sorry, but doesn't matter. Anyhow, so yeah, those were my baby buys this week. This week, guys, I had my obstetrician appointment, and that was on Saturday. And I went in with a whole lot of questions this time prepared. But first off, we'll start with like the results and everything. So he talked to me about okay, you said that you don't want the amnio and everything. That's fine. He's not that concerned anyway because they saw the nasal bone in the nuchal scan, and yeah, he's not overly concerned, which is good. What else did he say? At 32 weeks, he said I will have another scan anyway to check the fetal growth of the baby. So, and they will check for sure the gender then. But then I got an email from him last night saying he forgot to tell me to book another scan for the cervical length. So I'll convince them then when I go for the scan to let me see again to make sure she's a girl. So yeah, and I also asked him in the email. I replied back saying, yeah, that's no problem. I'll do father this week or next week. And I just asked him how long it was, and he said 4 centimeters this time, which is good. So yeah, it looks like everything's good, and he just keeps on monitoring to make sure everything's fine. So I asked him a few questions. I think the first one I asked him was about like this odor kind of smell that I think I can smell, but obviously no one else can smell. And he said it's normal. It could be fresh. He goes, you could treat it, but it will just come back again and again. because I am pregnant. So he goes, as long as it's not soaking through the panty line or anything. I'm like, no, it's nothing like that. So yeah, he's not too concerned about that. I asked him about eating during pregnancy because I've got people that tell me when I go out I don't eat enough. At home, Marcus has ate too much, and I'm currently around 63.5 kilos now, so I've put on like 4 and a bit kilos since falling pregnant. And yeah, he goes, oh, I don't check you because you look like your normal weight. It looks like you're putting on the right amount of weight, and it doesn't matter if you put on 20 kilos or 10 kilos. It won't affect the size of the baby. So yeah, and I told him the reasons why I eat a lot at home. I mean, obviously, if you cook your own food at home, you're more comfortable with what's going in your mouth, rather than if you go out, you don't know what shit's in there. So yeah, he said, nah, you're fine. Don't worry about that. What else did I ask him? Just asked about like work stuff, and I think that was pretty much it. Now I'm trying to think. I think that was it with that. Oh yeah, and about the skin, just to ask him about, is it what I think it is? And he said no, it looks more like pigmentation. It'll go away after pregnancy, more than likely. It's just a hormones, which we know. So yeah, so I'll just continue using Selsun-On to sort of calm it down. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that. And then we just checked the baby, and she was like head down, like on Saturday. She was like this, her back up against the placenta and everything. I'm like, oh, that's why I haven't felt hurt today. I haven't felt any tingles because, as we know, the placenta is at the front, and he also said it's nice and high, which is good. And yeah, she had her head down, and he's like, maybe they couldn't see her nasal bone properly. Was she in this position? Okay, no, she was the other way. But yeah, little cheeky thing that she is. And we saw her legs and everything. I love having the scans at the obstetrician's office, even though they're not that clear. Just see her, and then he gets out the Doppler and checks her. I just love it. But yeah, we'll go to actual symptoms for this week. The only thing I have noticed change, and I noticed this morning, so maybe that makes two things that changed. Is that my tummy's getting higher up. Like when I was about to have a shower and everything, I noticed that it looks higher. And where I felt her last night, it's actually, yeah, she's higher than what I thought she was, which is good. So yeah, and my skin is starting to get really oily. I've noticed all here and the nose and everything, and pimples are starting to come back. But I've also been eating lots of chocolate this week, so that could be it as well. So yeah, I just clean it with Curacell wipes. That's all pretty much. None of this kind of stuff works on my skin like Proactiv or any of that kind of crap. I'm not going to worry about it till after pregnancy anyway. And I noticed dairy triggers it off, as does wheat. That's another thing I've had this week. So maybe free stuff. A lot of irritable bowel syndrome pain, which I think I mentioned last week as well. So I've been like having Buscopan when I get the pain. I've been constipated, and yeah, not good. But yeah, the pain. I'll tell the acupuncturist again on Saturday, and she'll do something for that. So yeah, all right, time to do a belly shot, and I'll show you what I've got her as well. So here's the front arm. That's the side. Oops, sorry. That's the other side. So if you can see now, this shirt's getting too small. So where I felt little Miss Sophia, right over here she was. So right there. So like when I felt that pain right there, I went like that. I felt like a little tiny bone there, probably about that wide. And over here I felt, and there was absolutely nothing. Like it feels hard, like my tummy's hard all over, but there was like this little thing poking there, and there was nothing on this side that sort of went along with it to make me think it was anything else. So as you can see, the tummy's getting, can't pull down my pants a bit lower. The tummy seems to be getting higher. Like it looks when I'm in my underwear, it looks like it's getting higher. So I can't pull it down anymore. Otherwise, it'll be like a horrible video. But yeah, just getting higher. Yeah. And also as well, I've had people actually recognize that I am pregnant, which is a good thing. People don't think I'm fat. I actually there's this woman that I know that works at the shops. We went to like before the obstetrician appointment, we went to Westfields, and as we got out of Target, she works in one of the little shops there, and yeah, she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, don't tell me you're pregnant." So I'm like, "Yes, I look pregnant. It's not fat." And I also had one of the parents who I've wrote in the newsletter anyway that I was pregnant, but this was one of the new parents, so she wouldn't have known it was me. So I was talking to her about toilet training her son and everything, and she goes, "You're the pregnant one, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." So yeah, it's good to know that it actually looks like a pregnancy bump instead of just fat. So yeah, alright, I'll let you go and keep Liz and Charlotte in your thoughts and keep Kaylin in your thoughts as well. She's been in hospital for the past week. It's a waters break the week before. So and she seems to be doing well at the moment, which is good. So fingers crossed everything stays that way and little Cora stays in there for as long as she can. Alright, thank you girls for watching. Love you. Bye.